Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is the reading for Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo for the next 7 to 14 days, depending on when I come back to do another reading. Capricorn, you've got two oracle cards come out this week. One is Little Owlin, Wisdom as Light as a Feather, and the Dragon Line Garden, which is a new world is born. This is lovely. I love Little Owlin. She talks about justice. She is very soft in how she approaches things and how she gets the outcome she desires. She never pushes things. She's incredibly psychic. So I'm going to read you a little bit from Little Owlin to start with. You sometimes believe that wisdom is harshly gained, strained for, sweated for, earned with your lifeblood. And so it is at times. At other times, like the one you find yourself in now, you find the getting of wisdom to be as soft and light as this owl's feathers. A more powerful talisman hardly exists. You are being given a great gift, and you will be able to see more clearly even when there is no light around you. Night will hold no fears for you. You will hear clearly what people are truly saying when they are speaking with you. Their words' true meanings will be utterly apparent immediately. You will be able to know exactly where people, beings and their energies are coming from, so it will be very simple to make wise decisions. She is both a fairy and owl, a shapeshifter in form, and as swift and clear as rain. You will be able to hold a great more power than before, but you will know exactly how much force or pressure to apply in any circumstance. You will be resilient and resourceful, and you will waste nothing, and justice will be done. A piece of priceless wisdom will be learned in a very simple, very easy way. So I don't know specifically where this information is coming from. It may be someone that actually provides you with information this week. I do have a King of Wands here that you may be connecting with. But it ultimately brings the Nine of Cups in with the Lover's card. A new world is born. And Dragon Line is about, it's about looking after sometimes people who can't look after themselves. You know, this could be some sort of legal situation. You could be a bit of an advocate for someone who is a bit of an underdog. It could be something like that here. But it is also about everyone sort of coming together, back in love. Yeah, learning how to live together with other beings, people who don't necessarily think like you, walk like you, talk like you. And it is kind of a nod to a hardship that you've maybe been going through, Capricorn, is easing at the very least, and that something is coming back to you. This is almost like a sort of celebration type energy. So there's information coming your way, and it is going to bring sort of everything full cycle, and you know, people who were maybe at odds with one another are coming back around. There is some sort of celebration here with the Nine of Cups. So the King of Wands, maybe a fire sign. He is in his upright position. The two cards I've used to clarify him, to find a bit more about his energy, do however come in reverse. With him being upright, I don't necessarily see this as negative, because firstly he's got the Pioneer in reverse. And that is in its shadow attribute. This is somebody who's a compulsive need to keep on moving. I'm sort of getting that this is someone who wants to put down roots, who's sort of a bit bored of that. That's not really working out for them anymore. This may be someone who's always been a bit, you know, like a rolling stone gathers no moss. Because he also has the Sandpiper, and this is also in reverse, be playful. And the Sandpiper just wants to get into everybody's business. The Sandpiper, I am seeing a sort of cap here, some sort of legal situation that may be going on. I mean, I know I do have the Lovers here, which would suggest a partnership, a love connection, a choice in love. More than likely a very good one. I don't know why I'm just getting this vibe, Capricorn, that there's some sort of contract or legal matter that it's wrapping up really, and that's a time of celebration. Cheers. And this sandpiper spirit is coming across as someone who's not playing anymore, who's like super serious. He's someone who wants to get, you know, dots around the sand, wants to get his beak into everything here. But this is something that's a lot heavier. And because, I mean, if I had the King of Wands in reverse, it would be a completely different story, but he's not in reverse. This feels to me like someone is getting serious. So if you're in a relationship, this is someone who maybe wants to take it to the next level. If someone has been and on about, you know, where to go from here, they seem quite clear on what direction they want to go in. And this is this information that might be coming through to you. It might be someone who's wanted to play the field and sow their wild oats and, you know, just not settle down. And now they're making a decision in love, which seems to be a very good one, because it ultimately results in the 9 of Cups. So let's just check with Lenormand. Lenormand is a lot more predictive and present. So for the King of Wands, I have the female. Either you're the King of Wands or you're the feminine. The Lovers for Capricorn, please, for the next 7 days. Yeah, the Anchor. This is about stability, and the Tree. This is about something growing. This can be a bit of a soulmate card sometimes with the Tree. It is about something that's long lasting. It's something, it does, yeah, sorry, the Anchor. It's, it is stability. It's just been really, really anchored, basically that. It's a very serious energy. It can be quite a heavy energy. It can represent your livelihood, your job, something that's a bit more structured. That is just the vibe that I'm getting, that someone wants to put down roots. Someone is wanting something completely new. Maybe you have been at odds in the past, or this is someone brand new who's come into your life and they're looking for a solid, committed relationship. But one that is ultimately, hopefully, fun. They maybe want a family with you. 9 of Cups for Capricorn, please. What's the 9 of Cups for Capricorn? That's too many. I sort of like, yeah, this is a man again. This is the King of Wands again. So this is sort of speaking as somebody that likes to have a lot of fun, likes to, you know, maybe have a lot of parties, go out and socialise a great deal. But I think this is where you're not meeting this person, where you're not really gelling. You maybe have completely different lifestyles or visions of how a relationship should look. And the fact that this is maybe someone who has always been on the go, or, you know, out and about a lot, it has created some sort of suspicion here. You're suspicious that this person is, I'm getting ne'er-do-well, but I mean, who says that now? It's me and my Dickens. You're worried that you're not going, they are, or you are worried you're not going to be able to get on the same page with this person. You're not going to be able to meet in the middle. There's maybe a lot of fiery energy between you. Is the King of Wands, but this is someone who may want to build bridges with you. Let's just see what they want. Let's see, really. In fact, I'll use the After Tarot. What does the King of Wands want from this relationship? What does the King of Wands want from this relationship with Capricorn? They didn't flip, but they seem to want to come out. They want to, this is the King of Wands again, wants to make an offer. Maybe it's a reunion, a get together. Yeah, I honestly, I think this person has got quite scattered energy. I don't think they know if they're coming or going, or at least they didn't. regardless of what information comes through, it is going to be completely new, either with this person or without them. Because they may not want to give up their, you know, playful ways. And yet that is not satisfying them at the moment. Because they're coming through the Sandpiper Spirit in reverse, and that's someone with a heavy heart. Heavy fart. That's someone who is not getting to play anymore, or is not enjoying the play. Maybe they're just not sure if they can get this off the ground. So now they're pissed off. Oh, Jesus. Right, so I do have this Justice card again, and I am sort of seeing that through. There's some sort of contract, or, you know, it can literally just be karma. Something that needs to come back into balance. I feel this is someone who's behaved really erratically and maybe thoughtlessly in the past, and now they want to put down some roots and share some information with you. Whether they're sharing it directly, I don't know. Whether this is something you're picking up psychically, you know, it could go either way. Basically, I'm getting that somebody really has a desire for some stability in their life, but I'm not sure if they're able to give up, you know, this sort of, you know, feasting enjoyment. Or they're concerned that it might be like, you know, heavy. It might, you know, a real relationship, partnership might be heavy for them. So they might sort of want to kind of get back in line with you, back on track, share some information with you, get that all, like, you know, settled and solid. But then they might want to go out and play again. Okay, Capricorn, you'll know who you're dealing with, so you'll know who this is, whether that fits or not. But the bottom line is a whole new world is born. In some way, shape or form, you are going to get or reach an understanding with this person. Whether it be that you get your relationship back on track if you're in separation, whether it's someone you're just meeting and you are able to come together and reach some sort of compromise, or maybe it's a legal matter. Whatever happens, something new comes out of it. And it does seem like someone is confused whether you can, like, meet in the middle, but it does seem highly likely that you will. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Capricorn, so moving on to Taurus now. Taurus, you've got my new Lemuria deck, and you have got the card of freedom. Okay, instantly going into George Michael. Who doesn't? Let's read you a wee bit from freedom. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you're feeling stifled in an environment, it's up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of greater freedom in your day-to-day life. If you're currently experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling unsettled. This is sort of sounding like Capricorn. These might run together. Consider whether it is the kind you were looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. Yeah, this really feels like a continuation. So for Capricorn, I've got the Three of Swords, Judgment, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands reverse. So, you know, I've got the King of Wands upright for Capricorn. Now I've got the Queen of Wands reverse. So a match pair there. With this Three of Wands, it's coming through, you know, obviously it's heartbreak, it's separation, it's loss, there's some grief here, and also exhaustion for Taurus. So this Judgment is coming in. I'm picking this up again because with the Tower here, this would normally represent a law and order. There is, if it's not a sort of final summing up that is legal in the 3D, sat in the courtroom, getting a letter in the post, then it is like, you know, karmic justice because of the pain that someone has caused someone else. But this is ultimately liberating, again, very similar to Capricorn. Show me the Three of Swords for Taurus. A risk, a gamble, a chance. Three of Coins, Taurus. Show me the Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands, sorry, reversed. Yeah, these readings are linked. There's the unearthing of some secret here that someone is working on. There's very deep emotion here that someone is trying to bring to the surface, and it's not easy for them. It's very small, incremental steps in that direction, and it is that slow. And someone may have taken a risk here by hurting someone or separating from someone. And that, with the Queen of Wands being in reverse here, that may be unforgivable. This Queen of Wands is a rebel. She challenges authority. She wants to, you know, effect social change. She's very much a lone wolf, does her own thing. And yet she does like her stability. Or she's actually very rigid in her ideals and what is acceptable to her. She's got the cow spirit in reverse here. This is the miracle, is our endless upright. This is someone who is maybe, I mean, this is someone whose rigid decision with regards to whatever the situation is maybe actually doing them some harm now. This is someone who doesn't believe that, you know, good things are going to come their way. They will naturally rebel to protect their own security. Because if this is the Queen of Wands who's in this Three of Swords here, and I'm seeing it the same person, I'm seeing this auburn hair. She's very defensive. And honestly, I feel she doesn't have the energy to deal with this. If this is somebody who's looking for a rebirth. But it can be that, you know, if this were a masculine I was reading for example, this Queen of Wands, who maybe made them feel hemmed in, weighted in some way, they are getting some sort of relief from this. And there's news coming in here. Why is the dice here on the Three of Swords? Right, so there might be some sort of gift offering, invitation here that somebody's going to be looking at very closely and taking a risk on. This is definitely, this couple are just, they're in complete separation. I don't see any communication between them at all. They one or the other or both are trying to free themselves from whatever the situation is. But it does require the unearthing of some heavy secrets here, emotional secrets. It's the Queen of Wands. Give me one more. The Clover. I think she's just freeing herself from this. This is somebody who wants a bit more lightheartedness in their life. who wants to have fun. She's a rebel. Maybe they both do. She just wants something easygoing, you know, maybe just dating around, you know, dating around. That's the thing, I don't know. She may have been someone that's been divorced in the past and knows how difficult it is to get out of a divorce and to deal with the weight of that, to be hemmed in, and now she just wants some freedom, and that is literally what is on offer here. And yet there is possibly some sort of invitation here. Taurus, sorry, this one's a bit messy. Card down. Okay, so we're getting, whatever it is, they were getting super clear. Super clear. That's what the stars are about, clarity. And this scythe is about cutting through, and what it's cutting out is this doubt, this suspicion. There may be a third party here. I do have 3 threes, and now I do have the snake at the base of the deck. And that's what may be this secret here that needs to be divulged. But, I mean, I don't know which one I read for that sounded similar. This is all about getting really clear. This is what this Scorpio new moon is all about. This is about getting really clear, like crystal clear. Like ding, ding. You know, there's no doubt about where anyone stands after this goes down. This conversation, this information. Everyone's just clear. I think she might be out because she doesn't really believe, or she doesn't want to get into something heavy again. Something's going to weigh her down. She doesn't believe in miracles at this point, or at least in connection with whatever it is she's dealing with. And someone is really clear here. Okay, Taurus. That was a bit kerfuffled, but... And Virgo. Oh, my Virgo. This card. Autumn is my last chance. You have got the 6 of Cups, the moon in reverse. This is secrets coming out, secrets from the past, secrets about a child, secrets about a childhood friend, about a soulmate. And we have got the Hierophant, and the 5 of Cups is reversed. So the 5 of Cups being reversed is really positive, given that we've got the 6 of Cups here. I'm just going to move them there because it makes sense to me. So this is, you know, something has been a shock and an enormous disappointment with the 5 of Cups in reverse. If you look at her, she's literally stunned about how this is played out. The 5 of Cups is a card of loss. It's a card of sadness. It's a card of abandonment. And it's in reverse. And we've got the 6 of Cups replacing it. So this is really moving to a much warmer place. I mean, it could be for some people they're returning to, you know, childhood friends, a childhood neighbourhood, their own family, you know, playing with their own kids. It is a return to something that's much more light-hearted, much more fun, easygoing, because there's some sort of secret that is going to be revealed here with the moon being in reverse here. But it is also the moon being reversed. It's a release from something that's confused you, something that has worried you, something you've been maybe even a little afraid of with the moon in reverse. It is getting some sort of clarity, maybe even a message in your dreams, but there's some truth being revealed here. It's likely coming from a higher source with the Hierophant. It might be with regards to a commitment. 5 and 5. 6 and 6. Or it is just coming through your dreams. It's, you know, it's your guides, your angels, your ancestors. There's some secret being revealed in some way that moves you from the 5 of Cups and puts you in the 6 of Cups. Let's have a look at Autumn as my last chance. I often do see this card as someone who's a little bit older. They've seen another relationship crash and burn. and they just think that time's running out for them in some way. Time to stop relying on others for that comfort, warmth and sustenance that only true self-love can bring. Waiting for others to give you what you need will leave you lonely, bone-chilling, Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long and lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. So look at what you already have, turn to and feast on it. Learn to love and appreciate the apple in your hands and save the seeds of self-love and plant them. From this one remaining magical apple comes the gift of wisdom, comes self-love, comes abundance, and comes the knowledge that you are a person who deserves to care for and love your own self. Once you take just one bite of the juicy apple, you will be committing to helping yourself. And then you will be free of the need for approval, shelter and rescue. There is only one true escape, and it comes with the miracle of self-life. So go ahead, eat the apple. It's also a card where we're sometimes denying ourselves the pleasures in life, you know, saving everything for a rainy day, not spending anything, waiting for the perfect time when there never is a perfect time to do anything. So I actually think this is really quite lovely, especially with the Six of Cups being here. Let me just clarify a few. Stop me deck. Virgo. Let's see what's coming through with the moon in reverse. What's the moon in reverse for Virgo? Woman. Moon in reverse. Doesn't need to be a specific secret, Virgo. It might just be a release of fears. You know? That your time is running out, that nothing good's going to come your way. It is a secret. It may be a secret about a family member with the house card here. This is the King of Hearts. This is something really private though. The house represents the all which is private. It is like our own domestic building, but it is also our family or someone who we consider family. What's in the book for Virgo? What's in the book? What's in the book? Love. Oh my gosh. And the stork. This is like a secret love. Maybe someone's going to declare their love to you, Virgo. They want to marry you, want to move things to the next level, might be moving in your direction. This is, this is children as well. The storks can represent a child or children. But this is also about positive upward movement. It's about migration. It's a card of change. It can be a change of heart. Yeah. The Hierophant for Virgo. Hierophant for Virgo, please. I get George Michael's Freedom song out of my head now. You might want to listen to it. Oh, Hierophant. Virgo. Talk to me. It's a secret. It's a big secret. And there's the news coming in. So this is an announcement. Can be an announcement with the Hierophant. It can be a marriage announcement, the birth of a child, that sort of thing. But it is it's news. It's a visitor. It can be it's usually good news for the rider. Let's see, what's the rider saying with the Hierophant? That card has been used from a Taurus. Moon. Emotional news. Intuitive. I really do think, especially with owling coming up in the beginning here, and now the moon in reversed, that this is like an intuitive knowing, intuitive messages, and messages from your higher self, from your guides. But whatever the messages are, Virgo, they're putting you out of the Five of Cups and into the Six of Cups, or they are specifically with something to do with a child. Five of Cups reversed, Virgo. A new direction with the compass, moving in a new direction. And that is similar to the storks. This is a card of, as I say, migration. It can be relocation. It's also about promotion. It's just moving things to the next level, but it's usually a really positive thing. Show me the Six of Cups for Virgo. Don't spoil it. Show me the Six of Cups. Oh, fuck a duck. I just felt it. Don't spoil it. Coffin. Clouds. Snake. Both hugely, not both, all really challenging cards. Oh my god. The snake can sometimes be the other woman. I don't always read it like that. In fact, I very rarely read it like that. But I'm now conscious that the snake is the Queen of Wands. And that's who she represents. And we've got a Queen of Wands in reverse here that someone is freeing themselves from. I don't know why, but this feels like it's all flowing in this direction. So there's an ending of something here, but what is specifically ending is the clouds, which is a good thing to be ending. There's an ending to confusion, there's an ending to troubles, there's an ending to suspicion. And this can be a card of suspicion as well. It's jealousy, it is infidelity, it's a rival, it's something that's really bloody complicated. This is someone who has a lot of complicated thoughts that probably put them in a very dark place. 6, 7, 8. And it's about something from the past. What is the... I can't use that, I have the decks on the bloody floor. Show me what the coffin is for Virgo. Coffin for Virgo. I'm having mare. Virgo. Show me the coffin. The snake. Oh my god. Oh, that's a bad apple. Don't eat the apple, okay? I know I said bite the apple. Now I'm saying don't bite the apple. It's a very bad apple. The clouds. Oh my god. I don't know if this is you or not. Ultimately, there is a release here again with this freedom card coming through, because the guardian at the gate is moving things to the next level. This is the runway. This is like breaking free of something that's utterly toxic. With the dark lady here, this is like, you know, dark. I mean, with the snake, this is like occult powers. This is dark night of the soul stuff. Mysteries. This is something really wicked, honestly. And I'm now thinking that this Taurus reading might have been for a masculine who's escaping this Queen of Wands in reverse, who always strikes me as a wee bit dodgy. And the clouds, this confusion, this can literally be madness. This is a crazed, jealous, frenzied person, maybe an ex, that is unhinged. Tobias of the waters. This is unhinged. This is someone who cannot control their impulses, their emotions, and it's full of fire. I mean, you look at the you know, the fire in this card and the water. These are elements that do not mix. One that puts out the other. In feng shui, that's a complete no-no. This is something that burns too hot and then, like, you know, goes into the depths of some sort of murky pond that's full of moss and bugs. I don't like anything about that at all. But here we go. Here we go. The runway. Freedom. Oh, Jesus. This is what this is. Now, the guardian at the gates. Guard the gate. So you'd have to have learned a certain amount of lessons to be able to get through this little nub. It is the passage to a new life. It is a significant change if you can get through that wee nub. And I really feel that someone is escaping something really toxic here. I don't know if it's you, Virgo. I don't know if it's the person you're dealing with, because up until that point, that was all looking hunky-dory. Now, I'm conscious that I moved that back there. The Six of Cups came out first, did it not? Or second? And you ended up in the Five of Cups reverse, which is maybe how I should have left it. I just felt that was a natural progression. So someone has got someone in their past who is an absolute snake, who might be some sort of three-headed witch here, and that they're desperately trying to escape it before they put them in an asylum. It's really bad. Really bad. I need to take some advice for Virgo. Fuck. Virgo. What advice can you offer Virgo? I'll just sage my whole room now. Virgo. I'm gonna have to sage my whole room now. Yeah, there's too many here. I've got the wise one, grow within your current situation. This is very much representing owling, you know, with the owl. I saw a white owl flew in front of my car last night at dusk. It was incredible. I've never seen that. Guardian angel, you're not alone. So, yeah, there's some sort of fearfulness here, advice. God, there's a lot of, like, prophetic theory stuff here. Look, my God, shaman, sage, and oracle. What the hell? Seriously, Virgo, what are you dealing with? Okay. Trust in higher forces, be devoted and committed, and wait for important information. Well, the information is coming in. I don't know if it's coming in the 3D, I'll be honest. It might come in from a woman, a mysterious secret woman has something to divulge. But I think you have to take whatever information comes your way, not just with a pinch of salt, but you have to sit on it. What I'm going to say is just don't take anything at face value here, because there's at the very least some sort of X from someone's past, yours or someone else's here, who wants to create a shitstorm in someone's life. And with that motive, you can't take what they say. This might even be some sort of blackmail. Don't know. The sage. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognised, and your understanding that you're not only a body, but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. So make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share the teachings one day. This is all highly, I mean, on one hand, I've got someone I feel who's highly spiritual, who's, you know, connected to their guides, who's getting intuitive messages. And on the other hand, I've got like the inversion of that. Yeah? Got the upside down here. Okay. Earth signs, that is your reading. Please like, subscribe, look after yourselves. Talk to you soon.